Hey guys, it's Amy. Today is February 3rd, and we are going to go over a bunch of rituals that have happened over the last week or so, just because we have a bunch of them that I've not been able to do videos on. So this one may be kind of on the longer side, but that's okay. What else do you have to do besides learn? So yesterday, we're going to start right here. Yesterday, we responded, by we, I mean the U.S. government and Joe Biden responded to the Tower 22 attack. And what you've been hearing in the news is there was 3 people killed that day, and we're walking into World War III. And that this situation may be what sparks World War III. So Joe Biden waits until 2/2 to respond to the attack on Tower 22. So on 2/2, we attack. That's the 33rd day of the year, guys. We know that's a big number when it comes to masonry, secrecy, federal order, and the police. It's also, the war games, which is what we're under. To beat it all, if you look up the Tower 22 drone attack, it's sitting on the 33rd parallel north. And that's the reason that Joe Biden waited until 2/2 to respond to the attack on Tower 22. So we also got a headline of several deaths, and we're going to go over a lot of them throughout this video the last week here. So we got Blaine Lecher. He played a goalie for the Bruins. He died 220 days from his birthday. And this is a number that we've been talking about a lot when it comes to the Super Bowl and things of that nature. And if you'll notice, the Bruins and murder has the overlap that we talk about all the time. And they announced his death 216 days from his birthday. He actually died on January 29th. And 129 is 201 in base counting, or base 8 counting. If you don't know what that is with the 201, it's a huge number that we talk about all the time. But 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. So we can see why, he played for the Boston Bruins and why he was announced dead on February 2nd when he actually died on the 29th. Black History Month has started off with rituals. It does every year. If you start paying attention to Black History Month, you'll start seeing black actors are shamed, they are murdered, they die in really ritualistic numeric patterns. No different from Carl Weathers. There's certain numbers that we talk about when it comes to Black history. 76 is one of them, and this guy, of course, is dead at 76. Let me kind of raise this up a little bit for you guys to see it a little better. So here's your headlines yesterday. This guy from Rocky's dead at age 76. And you can see why this is the ritual that that's bringing in Black History Month. He's dead 18 days from his birthday. See right there, race 18, Black History Month. He's going to start us out. And this is the reason that we say 76 is a big number when it comes to Black history. Because if slave, Negro, Rasta, Blues, it's all 76. Acts 7:6 speaks of slavery. So if you ever read the Bible and Acts 7:6, it's going to, talk about slavery. And that's why this guy's dead at 76. He also got his fame with Sylvester Stallone in the Rocky movie, right? Well, Sylvester Stallone's born on 7/6. So you can see why that pattern is coming up into this dude's death. See, Rocky is a 1976 sports drama. He died 73 days from the release, the first release anniversary, and it's 60 days from the second release anniversary. So if you look, it released in New York City on November 20th, and then again to the United States on December 3rd. And that's, ties right along in with that code that we know when it comes to Black history. There's a reason that they do this. And yesterday, Zach did a video on this, and he mentioned the fact that the guy was born on 114, something I hadn't put into my post yet, so I went back and added it. But one Revelations 114 actually talks about the description of Jesus and how his hair was of wool. And that's why you're seeing Carl Weathers chosen for this ritual. They're saying he peacefully in his sleep. He died peacefully in his sleep, which has that 102 pattern. And you'll see this 102 pattern here in a minute when we talk about another ritual that happened with Black history and how it started out this way. So the first film that they ever gave this guy credit for was Friday Foster, in which he played Yarborough. So he started with Magnum Force, but he was uncredited. So in 75, he did Friday Foster, and he was Yarborough. Well, looky here, guys. This movie was about racial issues, right? It's uplifting the black family. And look at that name. He has a complete overlay with murder. So that's why he was chosen to play Yarborough, and that's why he was chosen to be the death to start out Black History Month this year. So you can see why that came about. Now, we also got the black shaming ritual of Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. And remember when I said we're going to see the 102? Well, guess what? He got arrested 102 days from his birthday. See how that 102 pattern comes right about? We got one dying peacefully in his sleep, one being arrested 102 days from his birthday. So these are those patterns that we talk about that if you pay attention to your headlines, you're going to see these rituals play out. Where's the other one? There was a woman. It was like January 31st. Here it is. So this is the day before Black History began. We get this investigation happening to Miss Cori Bush, right? So she's a Democrat, Cori Bush, under DOJ investigation. Well, that's the 30th day of the month. It's when it happened. And see that pattern right there, the 102 we just talked about with Darius Rucker, the 60 that we just talked about with Carl Weathers, and now we've got this Cori Bush woman on the 30th day of the month being shamed right before Black History. Now, she gets shamed 174 days from her birthday, which is that mark of the beast number, or the number of the beast in the New World Order. And she's 47 right now. And 47 is a big number that we talk about when it comes to rituals and time. There's a lot when it comes to 47, guys. You just have to stay with us. Like, look, Republican president, authority, Uncle Sam, government, Democrat, White House. What day do you celebrate your independence? On the 4th of July, 4-7, 7 years ago. They told us that Abe Lincoln said, which is all bullshit history. Like, guys, we got to wake up to this shit, you know. This guy's dead at 67, and this happens all the time right here. Their name will equal their death. And see, he's dead at 67, and now his name equals 67, just like human and blood sacrifice. So that's a number that we speak about all the time. Now, I just did a video not too long ago about 322, and we've been talking about the power grid going down for a while now because there's been so much symbolism and predictive programming for them to take the power grid down. And this was no different. So the FBI director gets up there and he warns that there's going to be Chinese hackers that are going to come in and they're going to disable our infrastructure, wreak havoc, as they call it, wreak havoc. See how all your news headlines, CNN's quotes it, Fox News quotes it, NBC News quotes it. They're talking about a blackout on January 31st. Their little quoted word as far as wreak havoc, you know, that one right here has that military code in it. So it's going to be our own military that wreaks havoc on us, guys. It's not going to be China. And guess what? He does this 322 days from his birthday. We talk about this all the time. The reason that we knew that there was going to be something big in the headlines back in October, we had warned people all year long about that. They're going to see either a massive shooting, some sort of biblical ritual, because Yale is where Skull and Bones comes from. Just like this guy that's telling you this, look, he then attended Yale Law School, graduated from Yale University. Skull and Bones, also known as the Order 322, Senior Secret Student Society at Yale University. And now you've got this guy coming out here 322 days from his birthday to tell you all about this power grid that's going to go down. And he's doing it on January 31st. So we can see the ritual playing out simply by understanding that they use a different language than what they taught us in slave school. And they're going to wreak havoc on us, guys. So if you're not preparing for this blackout because you want to ignore all these signs and predictive programming, that's on you. But don't expect people to help you when it goes down, because you've had just as much time to prepare as everybody else. You can't keep ignoring this stuff and think it's not going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I promise you. So we also got a headline on February 1st that this girl jumped to her death. He's the guy who produced Killers of the Flower Moon. She's dead at 39. She just drops dead, right? This headline comes out 64 days from his birthday. She died on January 29th, so Isabel died on the 29th. And she died at this hotel, a span of 61 days from her birthday. The film released on May 20th, and her death headline comes on February 1st. And the reason they waited till the 1st to tell you when she died on the 29th is because that was 257 days from that film anniversary. Blood Sacrifices 257. And you've had many rappers and Hollywood people, and they've always said they have to sell their soul. They are selling their soul. Like, this is what they are doing. Just like I put out a post on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and I said, watch for these sacrifices to start. We're coming into the Super Bowl season. We're going to see sacrifices. And what do you know? We've got an ex-49er dead at 73. 73 is a big sacrifice number that we talk about a lot. Nobody would put two and two together for this. Because why? They've got him, oh, he's from Auburn. No, he was a 49er. The 49ers just went into the Super Bowl. 73, 73. And he's dead at 73. And look, he was a wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. And his death headline comes out the same day he drafted, same day he sold his soul. Even though he died on the 31st, they wait till the next day to tell you he's dead. What day did he die? January 31st. Are the 49ers not getting ready to be in the Super Bowl? And now they've got a death coming from their team, from a past player, on January 31st. These are not coincidences, guys. These are sacrifices for fame and fortune. The same reason that we have this Black History Month starting out with deaths and shaming. So we got 2 black people shamed, 1 dead, all to start out Black History Month. There's a reason that the calendar that was given to us by the Pope makes history repeat. But guys, if you're unfamiliar with my blog, this is my blog right here. It's just cracktheircode.org. A lot of times when I'm not doing videos, I'm still doing posts on this blog, keeping up with all of this. Just like, I told you a few minutes ago that we talk about 201 a lot. You got this dude who just won the Australian Open, right? Keep an eye on this guy because his career is getting ready to fluctuate. He's going to go big. And the reason that we know this is because he won this Australian Open 201 days from his birthday. And we know that is a huge number when it comes to the Bible, the Jesuit order. The day you get your president is the 20th of January. Here's your Pope. Jorge Mario Bergoglio is the Pope. Where does he live? Right here. He lives in Suite 201 too. He's the only Pope to have ever done so. And look how he won it. 666. There's more to numbers than people want to realize because they don't want to accept this as truth when it's truth. There's a reason there's a number in front of every Bible verse that man wrote. God didn't write a Bible, man did. Just like you got Trump. We just talked about the guy, Christopher Wray, coming out and saying, ooh, blackout, 322 days from his birthday. Well, guess what they did with Trump? Trump's not coming to save us, y'all. He just testified 322 days from this bitch's birthday. It's all for show. It's all for show, y'all. The quicker you realize that it's all for show, the quicker you're going to stop waiting on somebody to come save you, and you're going to save yourself. Because until we all unite and stop paying attention to this shit, turn those TVs off, turn those phones off, stop giving the tax money to the government, whatever it is we got to do, we're going to have to get to a point to where we do that. Because that's the only thing that's going to change anything. Like we just talked about the 73, right? How it pertains to sacrifices. Well, we got the Star Trek guy. Guess what? He's dead at 73 too. Look. And there's his name. And he died 136 days from his birthday. And I just said that. A lot of times you're going to see their name equal out to be the age of their death or the distance it is from their birthday to when they die. So this guy died 136 days from one birthday. See? So he's 136 days before his upcoming birthday. He's also 231 days from his last birthday. And they tell you he died of cardiac arrest. No, he didn't. And we're right now walking into the Super Bowl that's going to be on the 11th of February. And it's going to end the 104th season. And we're seeing these numbers a lot with these ritualistic deaths and headlines and propaganda when it comes to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and that whole bullshit. Everybody can't figure out why Taylor Swift is such an important part of this Super Bowl. We've been knowing the whole time that the Chiefs were going to the Super Bowl because we could see the predictive programming in it. The reason that Taylor Swift is so important to this upcoming Super Bowl is because it's the 104th season. Her name equals 104. If you write out Swift, it equals 58, which is the 58th Super Bowl. She's being shamed in the headlines. Oh, there's a fake sex tape. See, we talk about these same numbers over and over, guys. Many rituals. Look, this was a post that I done back on October 12th. 112 and Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Heinz announces their new product. Well, guess what? Their new product equaled 112. They said she wore a $112 jacket to the Super Bowl, or to the game. There is so much when it comes to Taylor Swift and the Super Bowl is the reason that we had a Chiefs future in back in October because we seen the predictive programming that was coming. The quicker that you learn this and accept this knowledge, the quicker you're going to be able to escape what they call the matrix. You're not going to fall for this bullshit anymore. When you see stuff like this right here, you're going to be like, damn, they sacrificed Carl Weathers. You're going to understand it to be a sacrifice and not just the loss of somebody in Hollywood. There's a reason he was chosen to die at the first of Black History Month. There's a reason Darius Rucker was chosen to be shamed at the beginning of Black History Month. And all of February, you're going to see these rituals play out if you pay attention. But guys, I just kind of wanted to throw a video up, go over a few of these rituals that we've seen the last few days because there's been a lot of them. But I love y'all, and I will catch you on the next one. Y'all have a great day.